It's about my first meeting with Guruji, with Paramahansa Vishwananda. I met him for an interview, and I remember when I saw him, it was like I saw somebody who is so amazing. I had a strong heartbeat immediately. At the end of the interview, he called me for the blessing. And I was in front of him. He put his right hand upon my head. And this was something what I first time experienced in my life, that I felt electricity from my toes running up to my head. It was like an empty battery which would be recharged. After this blessing, I felt so much love, so much joy inside of myself that I didn't know where it came from, but obviously it came through his blessing from inside. And the whole trip back was that I felt this love inside of me. And it was clear that this is my path and I would like to meet him. I don't know who he is, but I would like to meet him as soon as possible again. On my spiritual path, I didn't have much support from my father. Actually, he was against this path. We had many discussions with each other. And once I convinced him to come and to experience the Darshan. So on the way to the Darshan, I told him, in case you feel a strong heartbeat, this is very normal. And my father turned to me and he said, you know that I don't believe in this. So I didn't say anything, I just let him experience himself. At that time, Guruji still gave Darshan by touching our forehead. And since Darshan is a very personal moment, I didn't want really to look at them. So I was looking down and just noticed that my father is somehow shaking. And I looked up and saw my father crying like a child. When I saw him, I first could not believe, because I nearly never saw him crying. My father, who is an atheist and doesn't believe and is against this path. When Darshan finished, I just saw my father, who was like nearly embarrassed about the situation. So he just said that he needs to go, and he left. And so for a week, I didn't want I wanted to let him some time. After a week, I contacted him again. And unfortunately, he again closed himself. And despite having such a deep experience, despite Guruji opening and touching his heart, he again let the mind be stronger and was not really in agreement with me being here and walking this path of bhakti. So I understood that everyone has his time, or everything has its time, and for him, most likely, still the mind is stronger, and it needs time until the heart really opens up and he can receive this, what God, and in this case Guruji, want to give him.